Shocking research has revealed that 1/3 of UK librarians have been asked to either censor or remove books. The survey found that librarians are being asked to remove books based on things like empire, race, LGBTQ+ themes, with some librarians apparently facing threatening behaviour. But all is not quite as it seems with this story, and here to pick through it is the wonderful political commentator and director of CAR26. It is Lois Perry. Lois.
Hi.
What do you make of this? Because the idea now, for me, that a librarian would be told, can you remove this book because I find its references to the British Empire problematic, it's almost Orwellian, isn't it?
Well, it's completely Orwellian, and anyone who's read the book 1984 knows there's an entire department which is devoted to, cancelling out history and rewriting words and eliminating words. They call it newspeak because how can you have ideas if the words are actually removed from your vocabulary? You know, it's a similar thing. It really is. It's very dangerous, very dangerous.
It is. Now, this doesn't appear like any position of authority is telling the libraries that they should be doing this.
No.
It's more that people themselves are. And I think that's actually almost more concerning because it would imply that people have already been indoctrinated.
Yeah, but then it doesn't say how many, does it? I mean, it says there's a percentage of people that say that they've been asked, but they might have only been asked, for example, by one person for one particular title or something like that. But no, you're right. The fact that people are asking for books to be removed is very, very dangerous. And if we remove our history, we're doomed to repeat it.
So let me play devil's advocate here and say, what is the difference between someone who feels as though they've been oppressed by Britain's colonial history, walking into a library and saying, I want you to remove that book about the British Empire or the slave trade or something, and someone, let's say in Florida, walking in and saying, I want you to remove that book that tells my child that they might be transgender? OK,
well, there's two issues there. The one is anything to do with children, the parents should have the autonomy. I believe if it's anything to do with sexuality or anything to do with, well, medical intervention, for example. So I would say that's a slightly different argument. But my sister's a mixed race, my stepfather's Jamaican, and so to go on to your other point, the last thing that they would want is for A, statues to be torn down, or for B, books to be removed from libraries, because they want people to know about what's happened, want people to learn from what's happened. Because if you eliminate history, as I just said before, there's that quote, sorry, I'm paraphrasing, those who don't understand or know history are doomed to repeat it. It's important that we know what happened so that we can make sure that things like that never happen again. Also, it's important for people to know that actually it was England, it was the United Kingdom that were at the forefront of actually ending the slave trade. Our naval ships actually devoted a lot of their time to actually stopping slave ships and stuff, especially in America and stuff like that. I mean, that's a different point. But no, the article in The Guardian is a bit disingenuous because what they're trying to do is conflate two completely separate things. You've got American parents who don't want their children to be given sexually explicit material or they want permission slips to be sent home. And then you've got other people who just don't want our history and culture to be talked about.
My concern will be that whether or not eventually libraries give in to them and they get rid of what will be considered problematic books, and despite the fact that some of those problematic books might just contain historical fact. Lois, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
As Lois Perry there, who is, of course, a wonderful political commentator, director of CAR26. So I was deeply concerned about this, and I wonder where this is going. I'm fearful of where this is going, because as we keep seeing in society, people do just cave into a bit of pressure, don't they? And if there is some pushback on certain books that are in there that are deemed to be, as I said, problematic, how long is it really until those are booted out of libraries? And that is sinister. Moving on. Dominic Raab has resigned as Deputy Prime Minister after a bullying inquiry. He has not gone quietly, though. He says his departure sets a dangerous precedent. I'm inclined to agree with him. What do you think? GB Views at gbnews.uk. Patrick Christys on GB News, Britain's news channel.